So, want to give an update. As I've said multiple shows, I wanted answers on these drones that have been flying over New Jersey, and President Trump said on the day he was sworn in, he was going to get us some answers. So, here's an update.
I do have news directly from the President of the United States that was just shared with me in the Oval Office from President Trump directly, an update on the New Jersey drones. After research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons. Many of these drones were also hobbyists, recreational, and private individuals that enjoy flying drones. In time, it got worse due to curiosity. This was not the enemy. A statement from the President of the United States.
Thanks for watching.
So I'm gonna make 2 points on that, and then I'll let you give your take, Bill.
Okay.
Number one, if that's the case, that they're not enemies, the FAA approved them, then why did the Biden administration not just say that from the beginning instead of having 2 months where people were starting to freak out and panic? That's number one. Number two, as much as I appreciate the president actually coming through and saying, yeah, I'm going to find out what's going on and give you an update, I'm not satisfied with that answer, simply because it's like, okay, the FAA approved them of these flights, which means the FAA knew about them, knew who was doing them. Obviously, it's not an enemy foreign nation. It's our own government or companies working for our government, contracted for our government. When they say they were doing research, it's like, okay, well, now that kind of opens up more questions, as in, well, what research were they doing and why? And who?
In the myriad of videos that came back and forth, there was one that I saw, and I think Moira sent it to me, and it was a woman who was talking about how there was actually an act of Congress that was passed in order to promote drone development, and they had approved this corridor right where all these drones are being seen for companies to do research and development on cutting edge drone technology. And this had passed in like 2022 or 2021, and it took them time to get their development up. But she was like, it shouldn't be a secret. I guess it's maybe proprietary technologies they don't want everybody getting a good look at, which may be why they're doing them at night, maybe why they have different lighting on them. But she was like pointing to a act of Congress that they gave license to these companies to use this corridor for drone testing.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it was there were so many theories and everything else, and it was one that I saw, and I don't think it was one that we brought up when we were doing our trial runs earlier. But I will look for it and see if I can find that for you, Tony.
Yeah, and then McJingleballs says, I find it hard to believe they would allow this type of testing over populated areas. I agree. Like, I had friends who said that they could see drones and they weren't this is at night, hovering over their houses, like enough to freak them out, where they look and, so if that was our government, why are you doing these activities in populated places?
Happy Irish Christmas to you, McJingleballs.
Top of the morning to you.
Yes.
So, I mean, at least we got some answers. And no, it's not it's not the, what was it? The Iranian mothership.
Yeah. The Iranian mothership off the coast of New Jersey.
Off the coast of New Jersey that was sending the drones. So, take that, relax. I knew it was our government all along, or at least I was 99.9% sure. And they're obviously doing some kind of top secret whatever they're doing. But I think the Biden administration could have saved people a lot of grief, stress if he just would have said, "Yeah, look, these are our drones. Don't worry. There's nothing going on. We're just doing research, testing out
what we
new
need to do?
technologies, whatever."
We need to make a movie someday, Tony, and it's going to take place in December of 2024 in South Jersey. And it won't be about the drones, but all of the newspaper titles and stuff in the background will be about the drones so that people will know it's very period authentic.
Yes. The great drone scare of 2024.
Yes. It's not quite the invasion War of the Worlds, but it's the best we could muster.
Which also coincidentally happened in New Jersey. But
yes.